So you say pizza, what do you think of?
Hut.
Pizza Hut. You say pizza delivery, what do you think of?
Well, now I think of Kogan.
I can see the strain of thought because the whole ad is home, 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 home. And then you've got the segue home loans and then home into Aussie home loans. And there was a bridge there. So in essence, they're trying to own the home. So when you think of home, you think of Aussie home loans. Yeah. But for me, the whole brand wasn't even in brand colors. It was like this feel good, like every other ad out about COVID, which just sort of, as soon as you see it now, you literally tune out. Like you don't want to see it in terms of memory, not even there. And at the end, it doesn't really, again, goes back to your point. Do you know why Aussie? Why should I partner with you? Why should I come to you now? And the interesting thing, post this, I just had a quick look at home loans. The demand for home loans and interest in home loans right now is at a peak we haven't seen ever. The demand, so you should be absolutely crushing it now. If you have a product or service for home loans, there is more interest in the market because people desperately want a better rate. People desperately are looking to either refinance or save money. So now this is their time. When you look at branded terms for Aussie, it is as flat as a tack, if not slight decline. So you're like, this ad has done absolutely nothing for them. And I can see a few competitors that are literally harvesting all the demand that's out there. Whereas Aussie's completely missed the mark on this one. I don't know their numbers, so all I can see is from a couple of tools, but you just go, missed opportunity. Having said that, you go back to like a Vern Harnish, scaling up, his view of marketing is own 1 or 2 words in the consumer's mind. What are those words? So you say pizza, what do you think of?
Hut.
Pizza Hut. You say pizza delivery, what do you think of?
Well, now I think of Kogan.
Now you think
of Dominoes.
Dominoes.
Pizza delivery.
So that's where Dominoes was really clever. Dominoes goes, we're never going to own pizza. We just can't because the competition have it. What can we own? So 1 or 2 words. So they're like, you know what? Let's own pizza delivery.
And that's going to be everywhere.
And that's everywhere. But then you go to the next level. Why? Why Dominoes? So this is where they had an incredible genius campaign. Delivered hot within 30 minutes or it's free. You've got a proof point. Let's test it. Let's go. So not only have you got the phrase that they want to own or the category pizza delivery, but now it's a reason to partner with them and try them and embed it. So it's interesting that you go pizza delivery. So you go from a strategic perspective, what's 1 or 2 words, your brand that you want to own in consumers' minds? So for me.
So go to Aussie home loans. What are we thinking? So if we assume home loans, anyone's going to think wherever their initial home loan is from, whether it's an ANZ bank or whatever it's. So what is their differentiate? What are they targeting here? Do you even know what they do?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, they're a broker. So they're
okay.
So
they jimmy between.
Correct. So you go to Aussie Home Loans, you talk to a consultant, they work out your situation, and they go, here's option A, here's option B, here's option C. So they basically come up with all the product that's in the market. Here's what they are. So they just facilitate which loan that the consumer will actually take out.
So how do they lock that? Why didn't they lock that down? A, I had no clue that's what they did, but B, as you just said, knowing that this is the time to do that, knowing that this is what they do, the hell didn't they just do that? Say that, be that. I think that people are so afraid at this time. We were talking about this last week and it makes sense. If you're seen as selling in a time of panic or global crisis, you're seen as being selfish. And a lot of people might view that negatively. So if you are selling, you've already got to do it nice. With that said, I think especially in the Australian market, we're done. It's over. We haven't had a new case in 2 of our states in 2 weeks. Open it back up again. I think people are fine with you coming out and just saying, boom, there will be no better time than right now to get a cheaper home loan, and we can get it for you. Let us look at your million competitions. Just come to us now. We're going to save you a ton of cash.
So going back, and you probably don't recall this, going back where Aussie really started becoming quite large and really growing quite quickly is the founder, his name is Aussie John. Do you know? And that's how people recall him, Aussie John. Do you know? That's him. That's their trusted advisor, and he was on a lot of their creative. He was really the spokesperson for Aussie, and he spoke through why their unique selling proposition or the point of difference of why Aussie. For me, this was home, super generic, super broad. When I say home, there's so many memories already associated to home. Trying to own that as a brand is incredibly hard. But as soon as you start going Aussie home, or at least owning two words or a phrase that you might be able to own in consumers' minds, that is a different play. But for me, it just needed either additional depth, but then also, why come to you right now? There's a huge amount of demand. Harvest it now, Aussie Home Loans. Do something. This is your time to really stamp your mark in the ground. Whereas to me, this is just a watered down execution, lacked brand integration. It was kind of tell the narrative and then hope we can connect our end frame with the narrative that's just gone.